Hello, my name is Qymm Phyton. I will be teaching you about Planetary Production today. This is part of a Planetary Production Beginner's Guide that I put together for the Pandemic Horde forums, and this video will teach you how to create your first P1 planetary products. I will be covering how to turn those P1 products into P2 products using a factory planet in the next video. To start off, this is my Epithal. This is the ship that you'll be using to transport all of your products between all of your planets and home. This specific fit can be found in the written guide. Really quickly, here are the skills on my character. You can see that my PI skills aren't all maxed out, but they don't have to be. When in doubt, just follow the skill guide, also linked in the guide itself. Okay, so as you can see here on the side, I've already identified a system and a planet that I want to use for this demonstration. I need to find a gas planet because what I want to produce is oxygen. So looking at R10 planet 4, we can see that it has noble gas because it's a gas planet, and that's what we're going to need. So I click on the View Planetary Production button, and what you get is this overhead view of the entire planet. If you click on the Scan tab and click Noble Gas, you can see that all over the planet there are deposits, color-coded by how dense they are. Having looked over the entire planet, I think this area has the most resources, so what I'm going to do next is exit out of this window, and I'm going to purchase a gas command center. Now, though it would be great if an Epithal could fit a gas command center, it is unfortunately too big for its main cargo hold, so I'm going to switch to a blockade runner. You can use a regular T1 Indy like a Nereus or a Badger just fine. So really quickly, I'm going to place my gas command center into my cargo hold and undock. At this point, all you really need to do is tether up on a friendly structure. You don't need to go anywhere because you don't actually need to be at the planet in order to plant the command center. All I need to do is view Planetary Production like I did before, go to the Build tab this time, place my command center next to that patch of resources that we found before. Before I want to hit submit, I'm going to click on the command center itself and hit upgrade as high as it can go. And now I click submit. At this point, I'm going to start laying down our structures, which include 2 extractors, 5 basic industry facilities, a storage facility, and a launch pad. Notice that I'm trying to keep my layout very compact. This is to keep the links short so that they don't use so much power grid. Now, you don't have to make your structure look exactly like mine, but notice that I'm keeping the storage facility at the center so it can be easily reached by all of the other structures. Alright, so you can see here that I'm almost done, but part of this is bothering me. I need to move this launch pad. I placed it wrong. And there we go. Nice and symmetrical. I'm going to link every structure to the storage facility in the center. And notice that the command center doesn't need to be attached to anything at all. And don't forget to hit submit. Now I'm going to start setting up the extractor heads. Each of these control units can handle up to 5 depending on how much power grid. I'm going to set the program duration for about 3 days. Let's do 3 days, and make sure that it's set to look for noble gas. I'm going to start roughly placing these such that they don't overlap, and you can see that I'm adjusting the scanner along the way. To clarify, changing the scan filter doesn't actually change the amount of resources available, it just helps me find better placement. I'm going to click Start Extraction on this one, go to the other extractor, and do the same thing. I'm setting it to also have 5 heads, setting it to noble gas, and also setting the duration for 3 days. Alright, shake out your hands, we're going to do a lot of clicking. First, we're going to set up our routes from our extractor units. So click on Products, click on Create Route, and create links to the storage facility. Now, taking a look at our 5 factories, we are going to select the oxygen schematic and install it so that it's ready to accept the noble gas input. You'll notice that I get a little confused at this point, but what it does is it immediately prompts you to create a route, and where we want this oxygen to go is the launch pad. You can see that the facilities aren't fully set up yet, and that's because we're still missing the inputs. So our final step is going to be selecting our storage facility and creating a route for our noble gas to get to our facilities. As each facility gets a schematic input and output, you can see it fully light up, indicating that it is ready to produce. And with one last click of the submit button, we have a fully functional P1 extraction planet. Alright, so to save us some time, I've skipped all the way ahead, having waited several days, and I'm now switching to my epithal. By opening the planetary window, I can right-click and warp directly to the customs office. While in warp, we can also right-click to access customs office, where we'll find our new products available in the planet's launch pad. Tracking the products from the right to the left will allow you to pay taxes and transfer your products to the customs office itself for pickup. After that, it's as simple as dragging the product straight into your epithal's special hangar. And that is it! That is all there is to setting up your P1 planet. Remember to reset your extractors whenever your cycles are up, and to pick up your products whenever the launch pads get full. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for flying with Horde, and I'll see you in the next video.